Welcome back to Wisconsin Tonight. Remember these pictures that we showed you yesterday? Incredible. 3 young people from Milwaukee paddleboarded all the way across Lake Michigan. They did it to raise money for a very good cause. They left Milwaukee Sunday morning and ended up arriving in Michigan. They were escorted along the way by a 40-foot boat. And look at these signs of joy when they finally arrived on land.
Yeah, and they were so lucky because they had great weather. It was really incredible. Joining us via Skype are Trent Masselink, Ginny Melby, and Trent's big brother Craig. They're now in Michigan. First of all, congratulations to all of you.
Thank you very much.
Do your friends think you're crazy?
Yep.
Are you?
Well, you don't look crazy to us. Now, you left McKinley Beach Sunday morning. You arrived ahead of schedule Monday morning. First of all, Ginny, tell us, what was this like?
That's a hard question. It was a lot of things. It was terrifying, and it was exhilarating, and it was exhausting, but we're all just really glad that I think we just can't really believe that it happened.
Yeah. What part of it was terrifying?
Paddling at night in the dark was definitely terrifying. We couldn't see more than a couple feet in front of us, and at one point, between a transfer between Trent and I, we dropped the paddle, and I had to swim out and get it away from the light of the boat, and that was pretty scary.
These pictures. Yeah, these pictures are incredible. Craig, how did you decide when to take a break?
It was kind of just, we wanted to give the other person a break. It really wasn't when we were ready for a break. It was just looking at our teammates here and going, uh-oh, Trent's looking like he's struggling. We got to pick up the slack for him. Or when I was struggling, the other guys were picking up the slack for me. So we were trying to do rotations every 30 minutes. That way we weren't going too hard and too hard. Too hard. But what we would do is, switch every 30 minutes and just try to make sure that everyone was getting little cat naps here and there, and just kept digging and kept paddling away.
Trent, was there ever a point where you thought, A, we're not going to make it, or B, we shouldn't have done this?
2 a.m. was probably the hardest. I mean, middle of the night, our internal clocks were just completely messed up. We didn't know what was going on because we just kept getting woken up because it was like, hey, you got to get back on the board, and you're like, okay. Got to keep paddling. So there never was like, we can't do this, because we knew we could, but there's definitely some times where we all 3 were like, we could just throw in the towel right now and just call it. Like, we just want it to be done. We don't want to be out here anymore. We just want to be on land and sleeping in our beds.
It was a wonderful cause. Craig, quickly tell us why you did this to raise money for. What was the cause?
We did it to raise money for Restore International. The director of Restore is Bob Goff, and he wrote a book called Love Does. And after reading that book and hearing about the children in Uganda who are being sold as child slaves, we decided we wanted to do something, because we have first been loved by God. We want to love others. And so we decided we're going to paddleboard across Lake Michigan to help the kids in Uganda who are being sold as child slaves, and to give them a hope and future, give them a school, something to actually do something with their lives too.
Well, good for you guys, and glad you made it across safely. And thanks a lot for joining us here on Wisconsin Tonight.
Yes, you're
Thank you very much for having us.
a brave trio. Thank you very much.